Yo, 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 what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Pat Proverbs here from One In Gaming, throwing up those heavy ones, and as promised, I told a lot of people I would do a all-inclusive, very comprehensive walkthrough of the new Black Ops 2 zombie map, Origins, which was part of the Apocalypse DLC, their last and final installment on Black Ops 2. Basically, you guys know about the map. The name says it all. It brings you back to where this all began. It's very telling. There's a lot of insinuations in the dialogue about who started this, where it came from, the Easter egg, Agartha, where this other alternate universe where ultimately, I guess, you uncover the truth of what actually occurred, the whole nine. Anyway, guys, this minute intro is about a 20 to 22 minute complete walkthrough taken out of a 24-round zombie game that went very smoothly. I'm going to show you all the basics from the shovels in the beginning to the green meteor for the Easter egg songs, the three of them, all the generators, the pack-a-punch, really key locations where you can kind of hang out, the tank, the big robots, how to get inside of them, some staff parts. Again, this isn't really focused on doing the Easter egg. This is focused on your ability to survive if you're seeing this map for the first time and actually have fun and enjoyment playing it. So the gameplay is taken. You're going to see 2 points of view. I call them my OG buddies. They've been with One In Gaming for a while. OG Generate, Syosset, and Offense. Yes, the OG Offense will be in this gameplay. And it really covers two perspectives, Generates and Syossets. You guys are going to see the two new weapons, the MG0815, what the new Pack-a-Punch skin looks like, and the whole nine. So I'm going to go into the upper right-hand corner of this video, kind of walk you through where they are, key spots, locations, strategies from my limited experience playing it thus far, all the perks, yada, yada, yada. So I'm going to the upper right, and let's get into this. Alright guys, so actually I'm going to show you this now. I made a ton of notes on this. So this is the third generator. And this is one of two locations where the mystery box spawns. It can either be a generator 2 or generator 3, alright? So this is very early on in the game. I cannot see what round this is right now. It kind of sucks. I think it's round 3 or 4. Anyway, the mystery box looks pretty cool. So yeah, it's either at generator 3 or generator 2. You see these guys luck out. What you're watching is Generate right now. The three characters playing are Dempsey, Nikolai, and Richtofen. If you turn up the game audio, which I had to turn down to do a commentary over this, you can also hear the one-on-one dialogues with Samantha and some of the characters. She talks about how so many others have failed trying to do what you guys are trying to do. Obviously, free her from enslavement. So, right now where we are, we're in no man's land, and you can see tank treads. That's right. The tank does come right through where you're watching right now. It's my buddy Generate, and this, I have to tell you, is the most key spot in the game right there. As you come up the ramp from the trenches into no man's land, you can kind of hold that down and... Alright, here's another common misconception. There's three robots. All three of them have names. I believe one of them is Odin. That is the one he is in, and it does contain a staff part. You can get into Odin by identifying which foot has a yellow glow, like almost like a window type thing. If you shoot the yellow orbs / window, the foot will open and it'll suck you up into his head, which is where Generate is in now. We can talk about the location that he was in prior to going into this robot. A little later, you'll see a little bit more intense gameplay there. It's a great spot to hang out because you have complete lines of sight in 3 ways. All you basically have to do is turn in a circle and shoot. I'll explain that later and where that location is. As you can see, when you get out of Odin's head, you fall to the ground in the spot where you actually were sucked up in. This spot right here, though, is very key, and you'll see a lot of gameplay going on in this spot because you can kind of just sit here at this crosswalk right here with his 4 ways, and look, they can either come from below you, above you where the excavation site is, but let's not get ahead of ourselves yet. You'll see plenty of that gameplay later on. Right now what you're going to see is, I mean, I'm not really sure. I'm trying to look at my things. Oh, alright, so this is actually Generator 4. Generator 4 here, and this is one of those fucking robotic Big Daddy things, and They're overly annoying and difficult. They shoot fire like a flamethrower at you, and they also have a hook like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. He'd be like, get over here! And he like shoots it at you and can pull you in. If you have a ray gun, there's really not much to worry about at these early levels because there's only one of them. They do multiply though, and they do continue to spawn in numbers, in mass later on. You have to shoot the face, the glass part that looks like the underwater, old school, like scuba diver mask. You have to shoot the face. And what you just witnessed is how you turn on the generators. The more people on that pressure plate, the faster they turn on. Here's the Juggernaut location, and right next to it is actually a random Perca-Cola machine. Yes, it's a mystery box type machine that actually is for perks. You can get PhD Flopper. Stamina Up actually has its own machine in this. PhD Flopper and Deadshot Daiquiri are both available from only the random perk machine. They don't have their own perk machines on this map. So let's fade into this and let me see where this is going. There's so many random clips I tried to put together for you guys. This took a shitload of time to do. Alright, right. So this is what's going on. The zombies can actually attack the generators you have on. So there's 6 generators. I think they have 3 or 4 of them on. You will see it. I will show you where it shows you how many you have on and other challenges you've completed thus far in Zombies. There's a nice little select screen. If you hit select, it shows your kills, your deaths, your downs, your revives, and a number of other things that are actually critical stats in this case to keeping the generators on. Pack-a-Punch will only appear and be operational if all 6 generators are on at a time, so you actually do have to go back, and in this case, Generator 2 actually had Sleight of Hand next to it, so they had to go back and get that back on. God forbid one of them should go down and need to rebuy their perks or Sleight of Hand. There is the third piece of the meteor for the song. You're going to see the first 2. I apologize. They're just out of order. That's Up the Ramp on your way to the excavation site. It's a really great song. I had to cut it out for copyright reasons, but I'm going to show you the locations to all 3 of those green glowing 115 looking meteor rocks. And I apologize. I just had to get something to drink. It's early when I'm doing this. So I'm just showing you some raw gameplay here. Don't worry, there's much more informative things. I'm trying to cover every basic element of this map. Like I said, from all 6 of the generator locations to the corresponding perks to the new drops. This is a new drop / power-up in this map. It's called Zombie Blood. And what happens when you have Zombie Blood is the zombies think you're one of them and don't attack you. You can revive your teammates. You can revive yourself if you're playing solo, if you have Zombie Blood, without being bothered by the zombies. And I have to tell you, it's an amazing power-up in this gameplay. My buddy Generate, whose perspective you're watching right now, doesn't get a lot of it, but I've had it drop non-stop. And it's awesome because you also move faster. It's like you're like a zombie on crystal meth. Like you're just flying. So here's the screen. In the upper right of the screen, you can see the captures part with that skull in the middle. They have 5 of the 6 generators up. Right now, you can see staff parts, the musical parts, the Maxis drone, zombie shield. Not necessary for the actual Easter egg, but the other 3 things are. So they have 1 more generator to go, which you will see. You will see it, and here it is. We're at generator 6 now. And this has a random Perca-Cola machine as well as Double Tap, which is over there in the corner. So you have the 4 original perks plus Mule Kick, which wasn't an original perk, but is basically now considered to be one because it's been in the last, 3 maps. Plus Stamina Up, which is also available from a machine, not a random Perca-Cola machine. So what you can get out of here is PhD Flopper, Deadshot Daiquiri, or any of those other perks I already mentioned. It'll give you any of them. But, like the mystery box, eventually it'll stop working and it will move to another location. I believe there's 2 of them to start. You saw one over at Juggernaut and it hadn't moved yet. So there are 2. You're looking at Double Tap over there and you see who you're watching play right now with his Python and Ray Gun. You see his Juggernaut and Sleight of Hand. I believe you'll see my buddy Syosset, who you'll also see a little bit of his perspective while he's riding the Panzer tank around the map. He has 5 or maybe 5 perks. I'm not really too sure. But I apologize if this is moving kind of slow for you. I want to show you guys the way this map really kind of develops. There's 22 individual clips that were taken out of a full-length gameplay for you guys. And there you go. That's what I really don't like about this map is that Big Daddy looking fucking mechanical fucking undead, whatever the hell it is, spawns out of nowhere. It doesn't come out of the ground, it comes out of the fucking sky. Yes, that's right, out of the sky. And it landed next to him, and luckily, I don't know why, but it ran for one of the other two people playing the game. So, what you're going to see here is him kind of hang out. There's one of his teammates. That's all fence. And we're right back here, and it's, I'm sorry I cut that. It's just, this is a continuous clip. When you kill them, the first one that you kill, the Big Daddy looking things from BioShock, the first one that you kill will drop a staff part. From there on out, the staff parts are scattered throughout the map. One is inside Odin. There's a couple other hidden ones you can only get to when using the tank, because you have to jump off the tank to essentially get outside of the map. Anyway, this is him defending another generator. They've already actually powered down this generator, these ancient, evil, armored, orange-looking zombies. So he has to reboot the entire thing from the start. As you notice, it's going very slow by himself. One of his other players, I believe it's Syosset, jumps on this with him, and you'll see the power-up time go a lot faster. So the more people on this pressure plate surrounding the generator, the quicker it will go. And trust me, sometimes it gets really hairy trying to do it by yourself, especially at a later level. So it's always good to travel in packs as far as that's concerned. He's going to go hit Fire Sale, Mystery Box. I think he gets, I don't even know, a Galil or something like that. Again, this is an hour and 25-minute gameplay cut down into 20 minutes for you guys with the most informative clips I could possibly find. I even made some zombie inlays for you. If you notice, our inlays are blood spatter and really disgusting looking in the whole nine. Anyway, guys, here we go. $2,500 will get you the Gate 2 Pack-a-Punch, aka the excavation site, open. The amount of zombies that spawn up here are actually insane. The spawn points, they flood this area, so you don't want to stay here very often. But look at that, the X2 ray gun. Look how sick that ray gun skin looks. It's fucking incredible, that glowing blue. I tried to find a pattern to match that for the inlays, this Element 115 blue. Every gun looks the same as far as the camo goes, and it's fucking awesome. It really is well done. This map is my favorite by far of the next-gen type zombie maps, meaning not Dare Reese, Kino der Toten, or any of the older World at War maps / original Black Ops maps. Those are my favorite just because they were more cut and dry. But out of the ones that have convoluted Easter eggs and tons of perks and the whole nine, this has got to be my favorite one. And for good reason. I mean, the way this map flows, the layout of it, your optionality is amazing. And now, you see the MGO 815, and this thing fucking shreds. You see my buddy Matt, he has 3 perks. This is Syosset, by the way. We're no longer on Generate. We'll come back to Generate later on. Juggernaut, Mule Kick, Sleight of Hand, and this other hexagonal-looking thing above his perks. What those are, guys, is in order to do the Easter egg, all 4 of your characters have to complete these 3 challenges, and the challenges remain the same. And I can tell you what they are right now. Spend 30,000 currency, get 115 headshots, and maintain all 6 generators while running at the same time. So you have to have all 6 generators up and operational at the same time. Once those are complete, another challenge appears and opens up where you have to fill these 4 soul-powered boxes up with zombie souls to capacity. It's part of the Easter egg. Like I said, we don't really get into the Easter egg in this gameplay commentary. We're basically covering the basics of basically you're going to know everywhere you have to go. I'm just not going to show every staff part location. I don't know them, in all honesty. I know how to get the fire staff, but that's another story. I discovered that late last night, and that's not what this commentary is about. I tried to tell you guys, this is the basics. This is how to survive. These are the enemies you're going to encounter. The Big Daddies, Odin, the massive robots, the whole nine. And as you can see, Syosset has to get offense up there. And he's completed now a 2nd challenge. Once the 3rd one lights up underneath his name and the other 2 people were to complete it, you would actually see this 4th challenge down the bottom. And let me tell you where the challenges are located so you can view them. Every generator has a reward box. located in close proximity to it. And the reward box opens up after you turn the generator on for the first time. If the generator gets attacked by the zombies and goes off and you have to return it on from the start, not save it, but return it on from the start, it will open up again with another power-up. Above those boxes, if you aim down your sight at the little hexagon-looking things that are above his perk set right now, it will show you the challenges in text, like you'll be able to see it. And this is just some pretty sick gameplay. Like I said, I can't see the level because of the way my LCD is behind my webcam. Or actually, it's not even a webcam. It's a much higher quality recording device. But at any rate, I can't see what level it is. I know this is getting up there. But as you can see, he has Stamina Up, Jug, Quick Revive, and now Sleight of Hand. And the upgraded MG0815, the Calidor. And this is just some beast gameplay. And this is really, I didn't have anything informative to show you guys this. I just showed you a little bit of raw gameplay, a little bit of the... This is in trenches. This isn't in No Man's Land, where a majority of your fighting will take place just because of the optionality of routes you have from No Man's Land and controlling the flow of zombies. You do not want to get stuck in the trenches unless you have a gun like he has right now, or a ray gun, X2, or another overpowered weapon, because it gets very tight and hairy. The zombies drop down from above you as well as from behind you. So you guys are now going to see, this is one of those reward boxes. With those challenges, he was just staring at the challenges. You see those lit up little glowing hexagons. Had he zoomed in and aimed down sight, you guys could have read the challenges and what they are, but I just told you what they are. 30,000 currency, 115 headshots, and have all 6 generators on at one time. So basically what you're going to see now is the giant tank, aka the Panzer, and how fucking amazing it is. And it costs 500 to start up. It will make it halfway around the map before having to cool down. It's actually an achievement to make it all the way around the map without leaving the tank. Meanwhile, you actually have to stay on it while it cools down, which is easier said than done. If you do it at an early level, though, it's really not too bad. You're going to see him pick up one of the hidden staff parts, meaning you need the tank in order to get this one staff part, because it's actually out of bounds. And the only way you can get it is to jump off the tank onto, right here, the cooldown station, where you'll also have MP40s on either side of the cooldown station. And, which is nice, because the MP40 appears a lot in this map, guys. I'm sure you've already heard that from quite a few other people, which is great, because it's one of my favorite zombie guns of all time. I actually got to level 68 on Kino der Toten with my buddy using nothing but an MP40. Because at a certain point in zombies, let's face it, it does just as much damage as any of your upgraded weapons would do. So here's the staff part, which is actually located out of bounds. It's the only way you can get to it because it's behind barbed wire, is to jump over that barbed wire off of the tank. And now you hear some dialogue with Nikolai and Samantha. If you really cranked the volume on this gameplay commentary, you would have heard her say, so many have tried, so many have failed. And here's where it gets really interesting. So, more zombie blood, more slaying, right in the same spot that I told you guys before was the best spot kind of to stand, because you're at the crossroads of everything. All you have to do is turn 90 degrees, and you can kind of hold off zombies. I'm not going to get into that glowing plane you just saw. If you shoot it, it drops a staff part and a power-up, at least the first time you shoot it out of the sky.
I need your help.
Turn up your audio. Turn up your audio.
I need you for me.
Right there, if you rewind a little bit and turn up your audio, you'll hear Samantha appealing to Dempsey by his name. A personal commentary or exchange of audio between the two, with her saying, I need you, Dempsey. Please, I'm trapped. Set me free. And she does that to all characters except Richtofen. I have not heard her actually address Richtofen by name. I've heard Richtofen curse her and say, now, Samantha, please stop doing whatever you're doing. Things like that. But she's appealing to the humanity of the other characters. We all know Richtofen's kind of a psychopath. So, we're back on Generate now. He's got the Ray Gun X2, the upgrade Porter's Ray Gun X2, not the second model of the Ray Gun. In that nice icy blue 115 new Pack-a-Punch camo. And this is what I'm just going to show you. Again, not getting into the Easter egg, but this is one of the 4 crazy places. You need the completed staffs to progress any farther than where they are right now. it plays a role in the Easter egg and transversing to Agartha to go back to the beginning, meaning Origins, aka the name of the map, of where this whole outbreak started and the ancient evil that exists in Agartha. Anyway, what I'm showing you right now is the second stone to the Easter egg song was right there. Or actually, no. That was the third and final one. You saw him on his way there, hit a different one. Those are all three. The only things you have to touch, those green rocks. One was right in the spawn. He had to go back for it. The last one you saw him touch. The other one was on your way up to No Man's Land. It's right underneath the shelving as you come in the door from No Man's Land, going back down into the trenches towards Generator 2. If you go back and rewatch it, it'd be very easy for you guys to follow. You've seen the location at least 3 times in this video, because the first time we went up through the trenches to No Man's Land, they walked right past it. It's clearly visible on the screen, however. So anyway, those are all 3 meteors that you guys have to touch. You've seen the tank. You've seen being inside Odin, how to get up inside Odin. You've seen how to get Pack-a-Punch operational, all 6 generators. You have seen... what else have you seen? The shovels, the digging, how you can dig for power-ups. Power-ups and weapons and traps, as well as live grenades and zombies popping out of the ground. You've seen the Big Daddies, how to defeat them. You've seen a great spot to hold down, right where Generate had basically been standing the entire game every time I went back to his perspective. That's a great spot. You've seen the new Zombie Blood power-up. You have seen the new LMG out of the box, the MG0815, and you've seen that upgraded as well. I have showed you basically every basic you could possibly need to have a good first showing on this map, meaning you'd actually be able to get well into the teens, maybe in the 20s, just by knowing what you know now after seeing this commentary, this gameplay. It's pretty straightforward. Again, we didn't really focus on the Easter egg. I showed you where a couple staff parts were, but that's really it. Everything else you kind of saw. Some of the audio logs you had heard. You heard some of the dialogue, the personalized dialogue with Samantha appealing to certain individual players in the game, pleading, begging for their help. It's all part of setting her free and transversing to Agartha to uncover the real truth behind this. You guys can see the stats of the 3 players in there. I just like to give them a shout out. They're all really good friends of mine for lending me or allowing me to use their gameplay. They're all part of One End Gaming, all of them. You can see they had all 6 generators and close to completing the fire and ice staffs, I believe. Anyway, guys, that kind of does it for this commentary. I know it's a little lengthy. It was jam-packed full of information and insights on this new zombie map, Origins, from the Apocalypse DLC for Black Ops 2. And for anything and everything One Nation Gaming, please keep it tuned right fucking here. If you want more zombie gameplays, let me know in the comment section. I'd be more than willing to do that for you. Maybe some walkthroughs on how to actually do the Easter egg. But again, that was the basics. That was how to survive. Those were great locations. Basically map rotation. Where can you stand? Where can't you stand? How to get sucked up in Odin. You guys, I hope you enjoyed it. It took a long-ass time to prepare. And stay fucking beautiful, people. We will see you later. Take it easy.